Hi, I'm Vince Weston. Sorry. And this is my update on my 2016 Tom Daniels group build hosted by Chris Cortell of Classic Plastic and Dirk Pitt of Dirk Pitt YouTube channel. Of course, Chris has the Facebook page also. That's part of this hosting. Anyway, ongoing story. If you look right here, there's a little piece of green masking tape. Well, what that's holding is the second headlight. Last week, I had looked down at the rug of the dungeon and said, gee, it's kind of a mess. Looking pretty nasty, so maybe I should vacuum. And I hadn't been thinking about it, and I started vacuuming up the floor, and about halfway through that, I thought to myself, I bet that I'll find that headlight in the dustbin of the vacuum. And sure enough, there it was. I don't know where it was on the floor. Could have been almost anywhere. But I've come up with it, so I'm no longer waiting for Revell to send me the parts that may or may not fit. So, on with the rest. At this point, I've painted all, as you can see, I've painted all the major parts. They're basically, the interior is the primary red, and the exterior is the dark scarlet. And I'm not sure how well that shows up, but we'll see. I've finished the interior except for the seat belts. There are decals that need to be put on. And the headrest, the roll cage, I should say, which is painted according to the box art, which is the black insert with the red exterior. Once again, I believe that's the primary red. The nastiness I'll try and cover with my thumb. There's the bed, which is done in primary red. You might be able to tell a slight difference. This is the dark scarlet on the fender covers, interior, whatever. And underneath, maybe I should hold it that way. I tried to do the frame in the primary red after I'd sprayed the dark scarlet, and I'm sure it doesn't show on camera. And also the axle and the front end are done in the primary red. Makes them stand out a little bit from the dark scarlet. And as I had mentioned previously, I used charcoal instead of flat black on the ladders and the front end parts, as well as the steering piece. You can see I've got the side pipes in, and my little homemade gas tank. It's silver, and I don't remember, it's a metallic gray that I had that I used for the gas tank itself. I figured that way it would set it off a little bit more against the red. Wall pretty much finished. The white is basically where it'll glue to the front fenders. And I've got the chrome radiator cover in place. There's the other side. That's the side that'll show. Let's see, body. Once again, it's dark scarlet. I've used a silver paint marker on the trim, and I used a pencil to outline the body panel meeting points. This is still masked because I still have to do clear coat on this. I used a lot of the the Gloss Delta Creative in the mix, and it came up pretty shiny. So my hope is that that'll be sufficient to lay down the decals that need to go on. And this, I don't know, I think I showed this. This is the decal sheet. You have the seat belts, shoulder and lap belts for racing style, and then the yellow flares, for lack of better terms, that go across the hood, the doors, and the side panels. And these Chevy bow ties go in the windows. That's above the front windshield and in the back window. License plate and tack are the decals to this. So I'm hoping they're not too transparent and they'll hold up against the dark scarlet. After I get those on, I'll clear coat it. And I'm thinking of using, well, I'm going to use this Model Master Ultra Gloss Clear Coat. I've had this dinging around for several years. It's still unopened. So I figured that this is about as good a time to do it. So that's what I'm going to use for clear coat carefully. And I'm hoping that that seals in the silver pen and the graphite. I will have to do a little bit of bare metal foil on the vent windows and the front windshield. Oops, I'm off there, I guess. Vent windows, front windshield. Okay. In the one, this is the hood. Hopefully this shows a little bit clearer, I'm hoping. That's the dark scarlet, and the inside is the primary red. In life, in real life, live, not Memorexed, you can see the difference in the colors, but it's probably not picking up very well on the camera. Alright, so that's where I'm at. Got my wheels together, so I'm pretty much moving along pretty well. Once I get that done, there's a few other small parts, and then on to final assembly, and she'll be all done and ready to take on the street. So with that, I'll say thanks for watching, and we'll talk at you later. Bye bye.